Hey guys, welcome back to the hide. We've got our Savage MKII FV project that we've been working on over the last few months back out here on the review bench. Yesterday we shot our 22LR bench rest precision match here at the hide at 50 yards. I wanted to kind of go over the results and kind of give a follow-up and finish to this video series. So to kind of get into it a little bit, if you remember back from our first video, this started out as just a standard Savage MKII FV in the plastic Tupperware stock. This did come with the AccuTrigger, and it does have the factory 20-inch target crowned barrel. Now, after that, I did bolt on a Boyd's Pro Varmint stock. Again, nothing done to it other than just bolting it into the stock. There was no bedding on this at all. We did opt for an EGW base and a Swamp Fox Patriot 6-24 power optic. And I have to say, I have been absolutely over the moon with this little rifle. I did have a lot of questions, you know, as far as, so is a cheap rifle worth shooting premium ammunition through? And honestly, I think I may have the answer. And the answer to that is going to be, it depends. Are you willing to take the time and spend the money to see which one of those premium ammunitions your cheap rifle likes? Now, with my given situation, I was in a little bit of a position to where I could get some different loads and it not completely break the bank. So I was able to try a lot of different stuff and find something that this did like. And if you've been watching the other reviews on this video series, Lapua Midas Plus just absolutely shoots lights out in this rifle over anything else I've tried. CCI standard velocity does shoot well through this gun. However, it's not as consistent, which you would expect. CCI standard you can still pick up for about $6 a box of 50. This stuff right here goes for about $23 for a box of 50. So it's an extreme price difference. However, yesterday's match, I ended up taking second place. And I ended up beating out a couple of CZ rifles. One was an MTR CZ 457, sweet rig. Another one was a customized CZ 455 in a Pro Varmint stock. The gentleman that did win, Hasbro's Hide, if you ever get a chance, check out his channel. He ended up beating me by 2 points, guys. I kind of let it go on the last target, which we're going to go over those here in just a minute, but he ended up beating me by 2. I ended up with shooting a score of a 733 15X. So a perfect score in this style of shooting is going to be a 750 25X. So that would be a perfect 3 targets. I ended up with a 733. And guys, I gave $198 for this rifle originally. We paid, I think it was like 178 bucks for the stock. The scope, you know, that's going to be relative to what you get. I'm just going to base this off of the barreled action along with the stock. So you're looking at about 350 bucks, $400-ish sub for that kind of performance, and I am absolutely just ecstatic. So to kind of get into the targets here, this was my first target here. Ended up with a 246 7X. So as you can see, I mean, we've got quite a bit of 10 hits. I pulled that one, a couple down here, and then a couple of nice perfect rows here. Second target was my best of the day, 248 5X. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be a perfect target. Brian, the guy that did shoot and win with the customized CZ, he ended up shooting in the second round a perfect 250 score. So I was right behind him. But this one right here got away from me. And let's see, where is the other one at? This one here. And the funny thing about this one is I knew that this was a bad trigger press when I let it go. As soon as that trigger broke, I was like, Hide, come on, man. You know that's not a good one. You should have reset your rest and reset your rear bag, but I didn't and just let it go and paid the price. Now this one down here, this one felt good. The rifle felt good in the shoulder. The trigger press felt really smooth, but it just dropped one. Even at $23 a box ammo, perhaps, you know, one even gets away from that as well. And then our final target, which was the not so good one, I ended up shooting a 239 2X. So in my defense, whenever I was doing initial testing, I guess I ended up shooting a little bit too much of the original lot number of ammunition that I had. And I did not realize that the lot number that I was going to start shooting my match with yesterday, I only had enough rounds to shoot 2 targets. So this third target was shot using a different lot number of ammunition. So that's what I'm going to blame it on anyway. So that's what we do, right, guys? We blame it on the gun or the ammo. It's never the shooter's fault. But overall, even with this low score, I mean, that's, guys, we're shooting into the 240s on average consistently with this rifle, shooting that Lapua Midas Plus. Guys, it's a sub $200 rifle out of the box. Now, granted, we added a stock, but that's a simple upgrade that any of you guys can do at home. So if you're on the fence, maybe about one of these rifles or maybe about getting into this style of shooting, I'm telling you what, you know, if you can spend the money to find an ammunition that it really likes, proof is in the pudding, guys. I shot a 733 15X, and I had the most X's out of anybody in the match. So I don't know what to say other than I am so pleased with how this rifle turned out, and just absolutely can just sing its praises. The optic setup was perfect. The feel of the stock was perfect. The rear bag setup in the Caldwell bag. I mean, it was just a great match. A lot of good guys out, had a lot of fun. I'm going to inset some footage of you guys probably been watching, but overall, perfect project. I hope you guys liked this series. If you want to see anything else, post up below and let me know. Did you all like this video series? Let me know. But as always, guys, if you got questions, feel free to post them up below. Hit me up over on the Facebook page. We're still in that push for 10,000 subs. I can't do it without you all, and I appreciate every one of you all that comment, sub the channel. Without you all, it could not be done. So with that said, shoot straight, fellas. Later.